get to it. Alright, step one. Step one, have a delicious drink. Oh. Oh. Hello, Danielle. How's it going? Oh. Oh, I love this stuff. I really can't drink it that often, but God, I love it. Hey, Russ. Yes. Alright, well, let's see. Kicking off here. How well, easily, and tolerably the excess mache scuzz comes off. It doesn't look like it's bad, but I also don't want the stain coming out as well. Good. Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit this evening. Starting a little later than I like, but oh well. This is coming right off. I love it. I also don't want it to impair the cotton that's already there. Don't re-moisten the cotton. No, don't do that at all. Oh, nice. Yeah, lots of options with stains. They can all be mixed, modulated, type, and whatnot. Okay, the thinner sections are absorbing the water way too fast for my liking. Hey, Joey, how's it going? Where's the X active here? Because at least one of these is a thing I can pop without scarring the wood. This should be poppable too. And the rest we gotta just scrub. That's the one thing I do find that I enjoy working with on glass more than I enjoy working with on wood. Alright, let's get some solid ground underneath this. The wood will scratch. The grass will not. Or glass will not. I'm sure grass would scratch too. Oh no. There's visible hot glue. Fudge. Oh no. Oh no. Bollocks. Alright, well, we won't be messing with that tonight then. I'll be damned if there's visible hot glue on the project. No. I'm a craftsman, damn it. Ugh. That burns my bum. I did not want visible hot glue. I mean, it's not hard to hide. I just got to get some extra mache and cotton and take care of it. But meh, work. Agreed. Since I don't own the place for my haunt, I really don't do any sort of grandiose plans. There's no telling. Things may suddenly change and become untenable. We always hope for the best, but prepared for not the best. Hey, Tree Ghost! How we doing? Okay. Just going through one of my not so favoriter parts of the mache process, cleaning up all the paste smeg, trying not to dislocate the real stuff. Really wondering if I ought to grab some white glue before I totally go to town on this and do the glitter on the inside. Fortunately, this step is going fast. Which is nice. Though I have a feeling there's going to be a whitish residue on the box for a little while until it just wears off with time. Is anyone but me going to notice the splotches of hot glue on top? I don't think so. I don't think anybody but me is going to notice it. I think I'm sweating this over nothing. I think it'll be fine. I don't. I really don't. It's driving me nuts, but you know. Ah! Oh, good. Excellent, Chuck. I'm glad that worked out well for you. I really did design those things to be step by step by step by step by step. Hello, cat. How are you? And also made him a little bit so if anybody was like kind of OCD about anything, I was like, do this. Oh God, I love this stuff. So hopefully they could be done very well by just about everybody. All right, cats. God, we're not allowed to knock the camera. Oh, now we're pissed off because Mom doesn't want to play. Awesome. Yep. If you send it right to, let's see here, I'm Unhallowed over on Facebook. If you send it there, I will get it, and I will happily share it. I like this one better than the other side. Hey, Bohemian, how's it going? There was more crud hiding here. Found it. Okay. Still working? Still working. Good. Alrighty, let's... I just want to see how this looks when it's done-ish. And I want to know how bad the stain is going to be to get on here without restaining the wood. No! No, it's not! There's no glue on top! It's invisible! Nobody's gonna care but me! Yeah, there is a certain fine line of good enough in crafting. Because otherwise you will nitpick your projects to death. And that's just not healthy. It's not healthy at all. Just going to clean up the gems before I stain. Because I may have to get stain off of them. And I don't want to get stain and mache crud off of them altogether. But realistically, it's possible that the stain would just soak into the... Hello, cat. Soak into the mache paste without sticking as well to the surface of the glass. And what I'm doing here is actually making more work for myself. But, you know. I have no idea what has gotten into that fur ball tonight. Alright, we'll compromise. We'll clean up a few gems, and the others we won't. And then whichever one I cuss the most at is the one I won't do on... Or cuss the most at is the one I won't do on the remaining gems. There is going to be a mess in the apartment for me to clean up, and a kitty is going to get spanked. Alright. So, that is the dark walnut. I would like to do a special walnut. This is dark walnut and mineral spirits. Oh my god. The havoc that is being wrought in the apartment behind me. No. What else do I have here? Oh, this is the special walnut. Okay, so that's why I didn't use special walnut. I don't have a ton of special walnut left, but there's going to be enough to be used on this one. Alright. Let's be a special walnut. Sometimes you feel like a walnut. Sometimes you don't. Good. We're okay. We're okay. It's all right. Somewhere around is the thing that I have my stuff to get rid of stain on in a tiny little apple juice container, which is not immediately visible. And I am finding this very vexatious. No, don't tell me it's in the other room. There is no reason for it to be in the other room. But it's not here. Oh, I have to go get the teleporting container of mineral spirits if I can find it. If it's where I think it is. Because there is no way I'm getting a brush soaked in this stuff without having that handy. Alright. In the meantime, enjoy a giant wraith head. Yay! Why are you thundering all over the apartment? You crazy little Mew. Mew. Little girl. Mew. Go play with your insane son. Stains. Let's do something stupid and use that as a rest. We're gonna need a mild coverage brush, and I see a lot of crud on there still. Alright, it's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. Shh, 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 it's okay. Shh. It'll all come out in editing. It's okay. There you get it. How's it going? And we're going to need a detail brush. The teeniest, tiniest, most unobtrusive brush I have. Alright, here we go. Cool. That's alright. Getting things done. Gonna hope that this stain doesn't get too much into the wood behind it. I'm also concerned this stain matches the other stain too much. I might actually want to switch to the dark walnut. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Let's see if the camera sees it. The shades are just too similar. So anybody looking at this is gonna be like, why is there wood snot all around the gem? And they won't notice the rest. So, thank you, Special Walnut. Your contribution has been noted. Hello, Dark Walnut. Nope, this is 5-to-1 Special Walnut and Dark Walnut. This is straight up Dark Walnut. Yep. I don't even know if stain has to be stirred or agitated in any way. It just feels wrong to not agitate a paint can. Now that's a dark stain. Ultimate drives a 1 hour, achieve color in 1 coat, covers 75% more. Okay. It's just looking really dark and it's somewhat thicker than the other stuff, and I'm all sorts of worried and that stuff. It may not come out perfectly. Oh no. Kinda wish I had a softer brush. I probably do, but I started with this one. Y'all know how the rest of that story goes. Alright, let's see if blotting out is an option. Cool. We'll check that out. Oh my god, it's full of flakes. Can't use that one. No. Why didn't somebody tell me that a random paper towel I'd be grabbing from my desk would be full of paper mache paste flakes? What kind of idiot would do that? Such is the life of the elf. Honestly, I have the two stains mixed together in another container, but as this is catching more light, I am not displeased with it. This is probably going to require some immediate area blotting, though. Just because I absolutely do not want the dark walnut getting into the mahogany-ish stain of the wood behind it. I hate blotting because I feel like I'm wasting paint slash stain slash whatever, but it's that or have it look like, you know, fecal material. That's the family-friendly word. Too much, too much! It's like painting with permanent watercolors on tiny raised surfaces. It sucks. Let's hit the widest, flattest areas again. I should have put varnish over this after I stained it the first time, so the secondary stain could not seep in, but I didn't, and now I'm paying for my stupidity. The solution, of course, is to make it all look intentional. And how do you make something unintentional seem intentional? The same way they do it in a video game, my friends. It's called anti-aliasing. More commonly known as blur that crud, yes! Blur, 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 be blurred. Blurred. Blurred makes fades. Fades look like it's not an intentional mistake. It's a fade. It was supposed to do that. It's a fade. And there we go. Look, Sam, I don't care if you don't like it, alright? It's the best I can do. Hello, Batman! Oh, it's tolerable. I can live with it. I can handle it. It's okay. Alright. But we're going to do a lot more blur, 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 blur on the next one. Because we're going to need to. And I want all the crud look to be resolved before I do the main part on the top. So we will skillfully and artistically do all the parts that nobody is going to see as much of and get our practice, and then we're going to do the bit that people will actually be seeing a lot more. It's not cheating, it's art. And blur, 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 blur. Blur, 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 blur. No, you can't give up after 5 minutes. That's called just quitting. They have a word for that, and it's called quitting. Blur, blur, blur. Honestly, I think one of the biggest challenges with art is being okay with what you do. Any kind of art. I spent years hating my drawings because they didn't look like the drawings that other people who I thought were good artists look like. And it was only much afterwards where I said you can do one of two things. You can sit down and draw until your hand bleeds to try to modulate your style to look like somebody else's, or just be happy with what you do. Blah, 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 blah. And let's blot a little bit. When I was younger, I sure as hell didn't have the time and patience for hand bleeding practice. Even today, a lot of artists are just impaired by that stuff. Well, because there's a lot of people you could be. You could even be a student accessing this, for all I know. Ugh. I don't think I'm going to dry brush over the stain now. I probably could get a raised edge out of it. The other thing I could do is I could take some mica powder that was kind of golden in color and go over it. But this is not meant to be a very happy looking article. Hey, Bohemian. I'm certainly having a decent one. See what we got here. Ah! Gotcha. The tallest one I remember from that room was Mr. Nick Becker. But y'all change your darn names when you go online. And it's hard to follow. Blur, 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 blur it up, be blurred. Okay. Alright, well that's the blur. Let's do a little bit of a blot too. That is. Oh yeah, I remember you, Philip. I do recall you now. That was a while ago. And I guess you're in the military now. So that's how that one's turning out. I remember colleagues referring to you as Tall Phil. Also, no, more than that for a moment. Let's get the blur off of the brush. Oh, cool. Excellent, excellent, excellent. ROTC is a good program to get into if you're going for both military or law enforcement, really. You very well could do it out of paper mache. I just kind of wouldn't keep them outside, rather, if you were doing that, Tree Ghost. But then I'm paranoid about paper mache and water. Absolutely paranoid. Alright, I'm holding this closer here, so if y'all want to see it, then you all have to come over here too. So I am not leaning forward to do this in front of the camera. And blur. Then blot. Blot, blot, blot. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. As long as you're into a steady job, that is the big key. Hopefully it's a steady job that you like too, but you know. I remember when I was young you couldn't win that battle all the time. Sometimes it's just the steady job that you could have. Too much stain. Let's see. I wonder how long it will take me to finish the box. Figure we got the inside glitter, micro boxes, a good stain or a good varnish, darn right. Smile, nod, and shove them their stuff and be happy they are forking over your cash. What they don't know is whole bunches of them won't be able to get jobs when they get out, because some of those college degrees are worthless. They think they're all special, but they're not. Should probably be trying a dry brush with the stain to give another fade effect. Right. It's not bad. Do some blotting. It's very careful, concerted blotting. Nope. Sometimes just how it goes. Some extra darkening. If I could make it Halloweeny and use it in a Halloween haunt, then yeah, I might do that. There is that one. We're gonna have to give the outside of this thing another wash anyway. I can see a lot of the kind of dusty leftovers of the paper mache. Not too worried about it. Just yeah. Just gonna take another wash. I may have to get my other one of these. This one was really good. Problem is they're loaded with caffeine. How much caffeine is in here? Contains 1% juice. That's not heartening. Not a significant source of calories. Well, thank God for that. Calories per serving 5. Holy crap, they pack so much flavor in there. Nature's caffeine, there's the problem. 30 milligrams per serving, like a cup of green tea. So I have just drank 2 cups of green tea. Equivalent caffeine. Ugh. The only reason I've got this stuff is I really love the Kula watermelon flavor. I bought 2 of them. And one's in the fridge, and one I just drank, and even though that was delicious, I do not want to be up till 1 in the morning. I don't want to be up till 1 in the morning because of that. I want to be up till 1 in the morning because I found out I won a lottery, and I'm a bajillionaire, and I can actually afford to buy that little log cabin that I want to look at the next couple days. I avoid Monster like the plague. Caffeine in general does not agree with me in large amounts. Ever since I quit soda. Or I shouldn't say quit soda. Since I quit actually buying soda at the store and drinking it at home. I still drink it when I go out to eat. But I don't bring any home anymore. Unless we got something special, like Maine Root Blueberry Soda is friggin' amazing, but it's like a microbrewed soda, so it's not the kind of thing you go out and be like, hey, yeah, like 15 bottles of that, please. As I don't feel like dumping 2.5 paychecks on friggin' soda! It's not cool. It's just not cool. Blah, 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 blah. Fade. Fade away. Fade away. Overall, I am still very pleased with the Witchwood effect. This method is masterful. The only blueberry soda that you can get locally, which is not Maine Root, which occasionally shows up at Aldi's. The Price Chopper sometimes carries a brand called Captain Eli's, and their blueberry soda is not bad, but you know, it's a designer drink and it costs a little more than Coke and Pepsi. It's so good. It's like a fizzy blueberry pie and I love it. Hey, Luca. Or no. Lucia. Lucia. How's it going? I'm gonna fade all that in a moment. Fade, 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 fade. That worked out quite well. Up to 10 viewers, very nice. Nice little hangout there. Sometimes I'm very glad I don't have any kind of giant channel. Seeing the chats whip by on those things. Whoever's streaming can't see who's saying what. Everybody's just fighting to be heard. This is a gaming box. It is going to be filled with components for a game called Keyforge, which I am just getting into because it is a mildly affordable version of the card game Magic, which I don't like because it's a pay-to-win game. Keyforge is not. Keyforge, you get one deck, that's your deck, you can't add cards, you can't subtract cards, you're just stuck. You're stuck with what you've got. Gonna need some cleaning up around the edges because we still have mache white flecks on there, but otherwise it's not bad. I'm gonna scrape off that gem and this gem. Oh, found some white that I didn't hit. There we go. All right, time for the tough part that people will care about when they see. Why do I make stupid chopping sounds when I'm looking for an X-Acto blade? Same reason everybody goes when they're looking for scissors. The X-Acto was here not too long ago. I was using it. I was scraping off a gem. It were here. It were right here. I swears it. It was within arm's reach, for heaven's sake. Oh my god. There it is, hiding underneath all the paper towel-y stuff. I'm going to clean this gem off first because I like how that looked on the other one. Yeah, it's been a little while. I took a break right after Halloween that lasted 3 months. Shut up, tree ghost. If we're very lucky, I may be able to paint some stain over any of the visible glue that's still there. I honestly don't believe it's going to soak up stain with a flying flip, but I mean, obviously it can't soak up the stain, but the stain may cling to its outer edge and dry on the surface of the hot glue, in which case that will serve to mask the effect. So, one way or another. In fact, no, definitely, because now I know exactly how I'm going to hide it without doing all sorts of redoing stuff. Y'all are going to love it. Assuming I can find the stuff that I'm going to use to hide it with. Because I know it's around here somewhere, but I haven't used it since I made a tombstone. And that was a while ago, so it's probably buried, but it's going to be great. It's going to make this look even more magical. Because magic is what we're after. Oh, low blow pun. Well, it's not a pun, but what exactly is the joke for that one? It's not a joke. It's not definitely a joke. It's not a pun. I think that's just a dad joke. That's just a straight up dad joke right there. Low blow dad joke from Ancient Tree Ghost. Oh dear, the stain is getting underneath the gem. Oh no. It got onto the aluminum foil. It's very apparent. Oh dear, I hate that. Oh, that's gonna bother me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We are not gonna put any more stain in that particular spot. No, 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 no. I may have to rip the gem out and reseat it. If I can. I don't even know if I can rip the gem out at this point. I put the witchwood all around it. I'm just remembering my buddy Will and his son Oliver. Dad, I'm bored. Hi, bored. I'm Dad. He did not like that. Damn, I love witchwood. This stuff is just so freaking beautiful once it's stained. It's twisted tree roots on friggin' demand. Wow. Oh, I need to bring a comfy chair up from the car. I should say comfier chair. It's a comfier chair from the car. Too much is still on the brush. Ah! Some idiot didn't wipe his brush off enough. I should rename the channel Klutz Crafting. Never thought it'd be detail painting with a wood stain. All the things. That's a big negatory. Alright, detail brush works very nicely for this. Takes for football ever, but it works very nicely. Okay. That's nice. That doesn't spread at all. Okay. Alright. This is working nice. Like it. Shouldn't have done it hours ago. Well, they look like it. I'll give them that. I watched a video recently on the top 6 or 8 most useless martial arts. At the top of the list, there were several in which the sensei is using his chi to block the blows. And it's amazing because it works every time on the people who believe that his chi blocks the blows. He's using his energy to deflect. And then you get somebody in there who knows kickboxing and decks the master in the face. And that was a very funny video. At least to me. Let's see if this stain has any effect on the hot glue. Well, it sits on the surface, and I would rather have the stain on it than just a clear blob. That way it vaguely looks intentional. Oh, oh, this is nice. Fine detail brush with stain on the little tiny bits is super cool. Oh, here's what we got going so far. And cricket in the back. Oh, there we go. I think we got some stain splatter. Well, if we did, we did. Nothing for it. At this point, oh, this reminds me of painting 40K miniatures. I feel like I'm painting a 40mm haunted forest. I can't remember if 40K is 40mm, 32 or 38 or 35. 35 seems like the happiest number in my head right now. So I will pretend it was 35mm. Tiny little movement. Just trying to get the edges with the fine detail brush because I can go back in with the broad brush later. And get all the big spots. But it's friggin' slow. And that is one thing I don't really care for. Slow but reliable. Oh, so the next season of American Gods comes out pretty soon. Looking forward to that. Read the book. Loved it. Been watching the comedy duo of Sammy J and Randy on YouTube. Loving it. The smeg else am I up to? God dang. Working at Bosie's. Not gonna say loving it. This is the first year I can actually say not loving it. Not gonna talk about that anymore. Because somebody's gonna be like, what were you saying about this place? Oh my god, counseling memo.
You're not allowed to talk about the institution on your YouTube channel. This constitutes a violation of protocol of contact safety brief. Blah, 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 blah.
And I don't want to have that conversation with a boss. Too much on the brush. Oh, hello back. How are you? You're reminding me that I haven't contorted in these sorts of positions in quite a while, and remain there for long periods of time. Good to know. Back. Good chat. Good chat. You're going to keep reminding me that this hurts, don't you? Yep. Yes, you will. Screw you back. I thought we were friends. We had an arrangement a long time ago. I scratch yours, you scratch mine. "39 measly years later, you betray me!" You know, I thought about doing that, Joey, but the logistics of it just were not practical. I would have had to precisely align it. I would have had to make sure that the jewels were in the right spots. I didn't know if I wanted the light source on the inside to be up and around the entire top. So it was just far more practical to include the light switch on the side. Much more of a time saver and a stress saver. And for the nature of the project, it was not required to have it be super ultra incredibly detailed. Because one of the most miserable things about art is that unless you're working on your career masterpiece and you're thinking, wow, one day this is going to be in a museum, lots of art experts are going to be staring at it with friggin' microscopes, nobody's going to care. The artist always will, but if doing the Halloween show has taught me anything, it is that at some certain point you will murder yourself if you try to be a perfectionist with it. I believe my first experience with that was the tombstones, where I was trying to make them all super unique, and every phrase and every word had to be witty and amazing. Then I realized these people are going to come in, they're going to look at it for about 2 seconds tops and go, wow, cool tombstone, and done. That's it. They're gone. They're done. They don't care anymore. It's over. And that means I'm sitting there at the end of the day going, I spent all this time on these tombstones and nobody cared. And then we reevaluated our life stages and our effort in versus gain out ratios. And so while I still go the extra mile, I don't go the extra 5K. For the sake of my sanity and the good of the order, we just don't do that anymore. Alright, the next time I think of putting tiny filaments on wood, somebody slap me. This is annoying. All the witch wood on a wood box needs to be big. Big, rooty structures or nothing. And I also should have varnished the box. But I'm not really worried about that because, quite frankly, I despise the varnishing step. Never have liked it on any project. Especially the pumpkins. Mostly for the fact that once you paint it, I like to be like, ah, it's painted, done. Nope. Ah, it's painted, but it's not water resistant. Oh. But it looks good. No, you are not done. You must go to the Dagobah system. No, it's so far away. Ooh. Oh, wow. This would have been a good one for red witchwood. Maybe they'll do that on another box. Alright, these bristles are splattering stain, and that is ticking me off. No. Nope. Nope, no, 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 no. If you're going to splatter stain, you can go right in the mineral oil. Nope. Bad. No biscuit. I need somebody else who will not splatter stain, but is wide enough to paint. That is a bristly brush. That one doesn't have any control. You just buy like 500 more brushes. I'm not thrillsville about this one either, but I see you, stray hair. I see you. I know your type. I know what you want to do. You want to make a tiny little line of stain somewhere where it won't look appropriate. I know your game. I know your game, you rogue. Not be playing that nonsense, no. Absolutely not. Want to get a nice soft brush. And we're going to do all the parts that are big. Hot glue blob, I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at you. You don't exist. Shh, no. Alright, this brush is growing on me. Yeah, this brush is really growing on me. I like to move it, move it. YouTube doesn't allow music, and that is why they are dumb, but I don't care, because I will kind of sing a little bit right now. It's going to annoy lots of people, but tough luck. That's okay. At most, I can annoy 8 people. At least on the live stream. I think that later I'm going to have to go through this with a water brush close to the witchwood tendrils to get all the fine crud out of there. Okay, that looks about done. Cool. Do we need the detail brush for any last elements? Catch. Nobody will ever see that, but I will know that it's done. Nice. All right. Cool. Just gonna have to get a wet water brush and get all that white crap out of there. That's gonna be a little bit of a procedure, but otherwise it looks pretty beautiful. I kind of wish I had one of those hinges that would stop it from opening at that point. Can't be that hard to make. 2 screws, metal band, 2 metal bands rather. There's an interlocking hook, or even just one. All right. Then we got to do the 2 up front, and then we got to do some witchwood on the. What we got to do is cover that friggin' stain so we don't get all over the sleeve. There we go. Let's issue a wake-up call.
Time for animations.
Time we're gonna be about 10 p.m. Probably a little after. All right, we gotta do 1, 2 stuff on them. I'm really thinking I'm gonna do a different color witchwood on them. What tokens are going to be in these boxes? We're going to have a box for life counters, a box for life counters, ember, stun tokens, and the chains are going to be something else. So that. All right. I also want to put on my funky little key holes. Where are the pieces for those?
Drac, what did you do with them?
What did you do with them? There they are. Yes, good, perfect. Okay. Keyhole, 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 and keyhole. All right, keyhole locations. I like this one and this one the best. And I like this one the least. So, they will not go on the curves. There's room for 1, 2 up top. There's room for 1 on the flat here. Okay, so we're going to do big, cool one there. We're going to do 2 lesser ones there. We're going to do the ugly one I don't like in the back. Ah, this is the one I was doing E6000 on last time. Yay! Very rubbery. I almost wish I had super glue. Take care, Danielle. I know I have a transparent E6000. So 1 here, and the other one there. Transparent E6000. Not a lot, just enough. Ooh, smells like E6000. Okay. This one will go here. This one will go opposite. Placement looks okay. Right, let's wipe this off. Oh, cricket in the back, cricket in the back. And now it's time for everybody's favorite swarm. How are we going to do this? Cotton's there. Cotton doesn't have to be there. Cotton can be here. Mache paste can be here. Things so I don't have to fold myself in half can be there. How's this look in the black light? Awful. These green gems turn practically black in the black light. Okay. Let's give this a little swish-a-zizzle. Some paste container. We're gonna have to vacuum over here. The typical paste problem of flake generation. Flakes made by a flake for a flake. Okay. Sport. Well, Tree Ghost, take care and have a good one. Just gonna do some witchwood in here, and then as soon as that is done, I will probably call it a night myself. It's 10:21 now. I just didn't want to tighten. That's strange. Oh, it's coming out nice. All right. Time to get messy. No filaments, goobers only. Have them not get too stringy.
for some reason the digging song from Indiana Jones and Raiders in the Lost Ark is going through my head. I have no idea how it got there. I don't know if I want to know how it got there. I remember there being another piece. I guess there isn't. Just get in there. Alright, I'm about to go insane, so... Echo, play Pumpkin Town by Derek and Brandon Fichter.
I can't find Pumpkin Town by Derek and Brandon Fichter.
Ugh. Echo, play my album Pumpkin Town.
Your album, Pumpkin Town, on Amazon Music.
There we go. Now, I was under the impression that I told it to play some music. Echo, play Pumpkin Town.
Playing Pumpkin Town from your library on Amazon Music.
Maybe the song starts off quiet. No, volume's up. Echo, fast forward 30 seconds.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Ah! Yep. This place is cursed. Let's give this. I guess we're not listening to Pumpkin Town. The echo machine here has no friggin' clue at all.
I don't know that.
See? That's what I'm talking about. No clue. Echo, play the album Pumpkin Town.
Your album, Pumpkin Town, on Amazon Music.
Echo, take a long walk off a short pier.
I don't know that.
Of course you don't. Strangely, after the thing's failure to play music, I feel like I should be justifying myself like a embarrassed, impotent man to a attractive companion. I'm sorry, this never happens to me.
swear this has never happened before. Taco night, huh? Nice. California, you guys are what, 3 hours behind us? So 10:27, so it's probably about 7:30 over there right now. That strand might be a little big. Let's take it around the side to be sure. Oop. Surface area. Van der Waals forces, get to work. Okay, get on there. I said Van der Waals forces, get to work, and I meant it. All right. Just about there. Let's do a little bit more overlap and cool stuff here. And we'll swap to the token boxes. Call it good. Okay, I don't want it too dry, especially on the inside. Another hit of moisture. Good. Alright, one last one to go. Let's try that. We'll take that one more that way. We'll adjust the position of this one. And we'll cut it short here, as it goes over the box edge. But it's wet cotton and it's not obeying the law. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, widen around the eye. And set it to dry. Excellent. Alright, there's no good place near me to rest this thing. It's not a good place, but it's a place. Alright, come here, you. 2 boxes. I'm thinking just witchwood all over the top. I really don't want to go too hog wild. Of course, by saying that, I mean we're going to go all hog wild. just the way it worked because I said it. Alright, let's give me a bunch of cotton here. I want this stuff to be absolutely just screaming in branches. Give you some time to soak. Alright, let's just go crazy. As long as it doesn't interfere with the opening of the box. That's a valid, viable piece. Give me a witchwood, glorious witchwood. Do 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 do. Give me a knot in my back, a terrible knot in my back. I could do without those completely. The tough part will be that these are going to be bumping into the inside of the container. If they're too covered with witchwood, there's a chance the witchwood will scrape from one against the other. So I want to go nuts, but not so nuts that these will start tearing themselves apart when this box gets moved. We want to go about 2/3 nuts, you know, like pecans, but not all the way to walnuts. Let's do witchwood around the lock. Can't block the lock, but you can give it a festive atmosphere. I know I said no filaments, but obviously I meant for you guys and not for me. Alright, we got it. I don't think that's, well, no, that might be depressible. Just in case I decide to slide anything through that to actually seal this. Alright, so that's one. The weekend? Plan 1. Survived that long. It's not bad. It'll work. And I will use the rest of the mush on the other box. And there's a slot in the top here. I'm just going to take one last little spork and cover it. Okay. You're going to get sporked as well. Alright, let's do the stuff around the lock first because I don't want to worry about that later. It's got a beautiful texture to it there. "10:40 p.m. I don't have any words for this." I might just wad this crud in the slot. I'm guessing that these boxes originally at the craft store were supposed to be coin banks. That's why they have a slot in the top. But we don't do that. Hey, Cricket, how's it going? Oh. You know, I'm wondering if a highlighter colored thing will illuminate much if the green light that's inside the box hits it. I know that if I'd kept it blue or made it blue inside, then highlighter would stand out very beautifully starkly. Oh, the Pokemon League. From you saying tolerable, I'm guessing this is not your favorite thing in the world to do, but gotta keep the gremlin happy. Get several intertwined overlayers on this one. Gotcha. Well, hey, you know, if you're going to be doing it, you may as well be good at it. As long as he's doing all right at it and having a good time. That we need a piece on the front that's more lusciously visible. Blend it. If I've got one there that's lusciously visible, we should have another one that's lusciously visible further on down. Da 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 da. Da 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 dun 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 dun. Some sauce. It's too dry to stick. More sauce. Get gnarly. Gnarly and branchy. Alright, last piece. How's it going, Pro? Have a good one, Joey. Take care. Okay, and that will be this one. So there's the two boxes. The other eyelets are done on the other one. It's going to need like a toothbrush with water to get the crudsy cruds off. But that shouldn't be undoable. Alright. So these two will dry up. I was thinking one other thing. Got the two pieces E6000 on there. Chains. The chains. Chains tokens. There's my chain. I need to see if this chain responds to the neodymium magnets. Oh, BRB. Have a Soul Seeker. Does it have? Ah, ha, ha, it works! Yes! Chain storage is mine! Alright, gonna need some tiny pliers. BRB. Tiny pliers, la la la. Da 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 da. Tiny pliers. Woohoo! Thank you, Bohemian. You are amazing. Absolutely amazing. I very much appreciate it. You need my animations? Good! There you go. That is where you get them. Gracias.
Lo siento, no hablo muchísimo español. Brasil, portuguesa. Claro. Espero que te comprendes. Espero. Yeah, I'm alright. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Damn, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's the 13th link. Okay. The game involves a component known as chains. Normally your hand draw limit is 6 cards. If you have a chain, the more chains you have, you don't draw up to 6 anymore. And so what I need was a token to represent chains. The game, of course, comes with a card that you can throw a marker on that represents chains. Or, if you're not a chucklehead, you could use actual little chains. I caught most of that. Amo seus trabajos. I love your work. That one I got. By the way, I don't know that word. Aprendo muito con el canal. Quiero ganar un día esos productos. Let's see here. Quiero, I'm guessing it's close to quiero. I want. Ganar, I assume to get. I'm hoping that means get some of my things. Possible. Agreed, Cricket. Agreed. There are far worse things people can be into. At least he's not playing Magic. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's the 13th link. Assuming I read you correctly there, 80. I don't actually sell my stuff usually. If I ever do, it will pop up on Etsy and I will have a link on the channel. But I do make tutorials on everything that's worth knowing how to do. If I misread you, I apologize. I don't have Google Translate up. But I most certainly will punch it in at the end when I go back and check comments. 12, 13. And all of these chains I am going to store in the box with a neodymium magnet that I'm going to put on the top. Possibly a few neodymium magnets, because as I look at them, they are likely going to want to roll. That's these tiny little button magnets. And I will glue one to the top inside, and we will have bunches of chains hanging down from it. And when you want to grab a chain, then you just tug it off the magnet. When you want to put them back in the box, you just stick them to the magnet. And they should all work out beautifully. It occurs to me, Bohemian, that you pretty much offset the entire cost of this project. Thank you very much.
Aprender is to. It's the infinitive form, if I remember right. The cats were all over the place earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th link. I hate to ask, but would anyone mind terribly throwing 80s comments through Google Translate real quick? I hate to not be able to communicate. Kind of wish I had one of those gizmos where you can just kind of speak whatever language into it and it will translate for you. So I'm reasonably sure that unless somebody came in here talking Mandarin and putting characters on the screen or Cyrillic onto the screen, I could probably pronounce it. I hope you don't mind if we translate for you, 80. That's the 13th chain, or 13th link. Alright, I need to swap the sides. That is to say, if you have the time and gumption, if you could grab 80 statements there and throw them into Google Translate so I can know exactly what they're saying. My Spanish is years old and my Portuguese is non-existent and hits the limits only of my Spanish. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 links. Or I will get it later and try to respond. I actually need to get some more kitty treats for my cats. Oh, gotcha. Thank you, Bohemian. Appreciate you trying. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 links. One day, they may build a translator right into YouTube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's the 13th link. Oh, this reminds me of doing chainmail. This reminds me of it so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ooh. How many chains do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have never encountered a deck in this game that can get more than that many chains, but I am making a set for 2 people. So, we have to be prepared for the fact that they're going to need different numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th one, and I regret this takes a while and is tedious to watch. I am trying to speed through it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is actually easier than when I did it with the other chain. I have another set of these, and that chain is gold in color, whereas this one is more of a coppery look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But these links are slightly larger, which is kind of nice. Means this goes faster. Tedium is not one of my favorites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then he drops it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Don't drop it. I would like to thank the lovely Joellen LaValle for getting me one of these sets of pliers as a Christmas present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 13. I know she's probably never going to watch this video, but that's not the point. Little luck, I'll be doing some pottery with her this summer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Because she has been wanting a pottery wheel forever. She finally got a wheel and a kiln. And I haven't done pottery since summer camp. And I would totally love to do it. We have a kiln at school, but it is, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I am thinking that I am going to have to take the magnet for this and either epoxy it on, or at the very least use E6000 for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There is a chance when plucking a chain off, if I just use hot glue, that the magnet's going to pop right off as well. Because I love hot glue, but its adhesive factor is not always the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, 12, 13. Close it up again. Time we got 10:15, a little bit after. It's probably a little after 11. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this off camera because it is boring as snot, but I'm going to catch that magnet because that's kind of fun. In fact, I got a whole bank of button magnets here. And that's just fun. Yeah, no kidding, man. That's how it's going to be. It's going to be Halloween ASAP. Of course, I'm kind of looking forward to that. We got to make some more tombstones this year. I got to finally redo the main tombstones for me and my co-haunter,
We have our own characters' tombstones, which are from the old version, which means the new ones need to be made and they need to be lit. And if I can contrive it, then they need to have some sort of other fancy special effect to them, or built into them, or applied with them. So that's a project. I got that groundbreaker behind me and on the ground. Go figure. Which needs finishing. But then I have all summer. That's one of the gratuitous joys of being an educator. Tombstones are easy to do, surprisingly. I have a tutorial on them, and so does many other people. The best person I have seen doing them continually is a gal named the Scary Lady. 6, 9, 12. She does some amazing tombstone work. Absolutely amazing. I haven't seen her stuff in a little while, but it is gorgeous. And generally all you need is some closed cell foam and ideally a hot wire cutting tool. And of those you can get the annoyingly expensive versions, or you can get the sensible and simple versions. I'll just take all the chains and drop a pile of magnets in them. Yep. And now it's all one blob. And it won't come apart. Ah, I lied, it came apart. Alright, where'd the chain go? It's down there somewhere. It may have to be found tomorrow. Hey, X-Acto blades. Score. Everybody likes to take a walk on the floor of mysteries. Oh, is that the chain? No, it's a stick. Hell. Alright. We'll find it later. No worries, Bohemian. No worries at all. I will go back in the comments and divine exactly what was being said. And hopefully be able to reply. It's one thing I'm not looking forward to with the coming of the warm weather. Insects. Little bugger. Oh well. Alright, so there are my chains, which I'm going to put up here next to the other key lock. We're going to let these guys dry, we're going to let that dry, and then next time on crafting, we are going to stain those, get some sort of scrubby appendage, and try to get all the dusty fluff off of there. Yeah, I'm the same way. I can't stand hot temperatures. Can't stand them at all. I am hoping... I put in a request to go view another house. I am sincerely, direly, dearly hoping that when I get there, I will find that house in good order. And then I am sincerely, direly, dearly hoping that when I try to inquire after financing, I don't get a royal, you know, prostate examination. Let's just go with that term. And can manage to secure some financing for it that isn't god-awful and get that place, because it is lovely. Absolutely lovely. Even if I can't get another job, which is the other thing, I really like that house. Like, absolutely, je adore that house. And even though that house is about 20 minutes from work as opposed to 5 minutes from work, je adore. It's gorgeous. Cool. Alright, everybody. It is time for drying
And it's time also to remember that I know exactly what will happen if I leave that box there. If I leave that box there, kitties will come along and they will knock it off its precarious perch. And it will smash to the ground behind me and I will cry. Let us put it down in a more stable location. Thank you, Bohemian. Hopefully it all works out with any luck. Now it's got crud on it and I can't just throw it anywhere. Totally can't just throw it anywhere. Okay, I can just throw this anywhere then. Aha!
That doesn't have to stay there.
Yeah, it's cat bait if it stays there. This can be cat bait. The box cannot be cat bait. No. No. Oh, he heard me. I heard the blah from the other room. Nope, no cat bait. No. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for hanging out with me tonight. Appreciate it. Got lots of work done. We are steps closer to the cool box. Need to make sure I turn the power off. But I also want to see the green again. I love internal lighting. Whee! Alright, power's off. Box is latched. Everybody's happy. And we can all go to bed. Thank you all. Have a fantastic night. And I will catch you next time I catch you. Let's see here. We're gaming tomorrow. Friday maybe. Saturday maybe. Sunday probably not. Monday definitely not. That or I'll just try to start doing Wednesdays. I think that is accomplishable. I'm not going to fully commit to it because if I do that I will, start screwing it up. But I will try to think about, hey, Wednesday. Let's do Wednesday. Let's do every Wednesday. If we could do every Wednesday, then projects would get done in a regular basis. Totally. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you very much for coming with me. Bohemian, thank you very much for the donation. I very much appreciate it. And it helps me to offset, obviously, the cost of the crafts. Take care, folks, and have a fantastic night. Echo, turn off craft light. Brushy rinsey. We'll do that in the kitchen sink. Hi, Madge. Hey, sweetie puss. Oh, good girl. Meow. Hi, fuzzy butt. Meow. Meow. Hi, girl. Hi. Oh. Oh, Madge. Hi. Oh, purr. Purr. Purr, purr, purr. So pretty. Let's have a Cadbury egg. Meow.